Welcome back to the Done Deal Show, and big breaking news this morning. We saw talk of this yesterday. We saw murmurings that Chelsea, Osimhen, Napoli, Lukaku could be coming together as a transfer, and the Ornstein bomber this morning states that Napoli in ongoing talks with Chelsea to sign Lukaku, while the discussions between Chelsea and Napoli also taking place about a move for Victor Osimhen in the opposite direction. Lukaku would be permanent. Osimhen, season-long loan plus an option to buy. Now, this is a bit of a swap deal. The media will say two separate deals. That is purely because for accounting purposes, it's a lot easier for the deals to be separate. But the conversations are going on at the same time. It could be a loan with an option to buy. If Chelsea make the Champions League, the reports suggest that this will come an obligation to buy. Fantastic for Chelsea. Firstly, they have to remove Lukaku. Lukaku is a weight around their neck. Huge salary. Isn't going to play for them again. Needs to be moved on. That salary that he leaves behind, though, could and should and possibly will now with Osimhen be pumped into a player who will score, who will deliver, and who has the ability to take Chelsea to another level. Now, before we go any further, of course, hit like and share buttons, do all of that. But we're sponsored today by StocksFC. Get yourself signed up to an account now. It's free to do. Scan the QR code or click on the link in our description below. We're going to take you through it a little bit later. 3 big IPOs out this week with Vicario and John Stones, 2 of the big names there. But we're going to go into a little bit more detail about StocksFC a little bit later on in the show. But if Chelsea get Victor Osimhen, I hope they release a stock on him soon, because I will be investing, because this man scores goals. This man is dynamite. This man could now be the difference between Chelsea coming 6th and coming 4th. Between coming 4th and closing that gap on the teams at the top. I'm serious. I know they've got to fix out some defensive issues, okay? I really understand that. But if they get that right, Osimhen up front with his clinical edge is going to elevate Chelsea. I am absolutely sure of it. I really believe that in myself, that he is that good of a striker. It also will put to bed these stories about Chelsea not giving a player above £150,000 a week in salary, because there's no way you're getting Osimhen for less. If you do pull it off for less, then fair play, but I very much doubt it. Plus, it's the age, it's the experience of the profile. Tosin, Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, Osimhen, the 3 main. I know they've signed a lot of other youngsters. I don't even look at them as actual signings. Genuinely, I think most of them are going to be flips for profit. Some of them are prospects for the future. But the 3 main signings of this summer, all of them in their mid-20s, experience. They have know-how. You know, fully formed, developed men helping to try and create a core at Chelsea. These elements are so important indeed. And a lot of people have said to me this summer, Terry, you're often too negative about Chelsea. There's too much hate towards Chelsea. I don't really hate towards Chelsea. If I see something as bad, I'll say I think it's bad. You know, I listened to what Rory Jennings said yesterday, and some of that didn't sound great. However, I said in the video and in the others, I'm very objective about things. Chelsea's ownership can still turn this around. You sign Osimhen and then one other top player, have a good season, get back into the Champions League, generate additional income, have another great summer, Morata gets better and better, and there's no doubt this Chelsea team could be back to challenging. But they have to get it right off the field as much to make it work on the field, and this is a way in which you get that done. Now, staying with Chelsea, also a big report that Atletico Madrid and Chelsea are now in direct talks for the Conor Gallagher deal. Negotiations underway for a package around 35 to 40 million euros, now getting closer. And it's been expressed that Chelsea would much rather sell him abroad, and I totally understand that. You don't want to, if you rate him as a player, it doesn't matter what you and I think. It doesn't matter. If Chelsea rate him as a player. You don't really, idealistically, want him going to a rival. 35 to 40 million euros, I think, is a good price for Conor Gallagher. They've already improved the midfield this summer by bringing in Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, with better than Conor Gallagher, in my opinion. They're hopeful Lavia has a fully fit season. A lot remains still to be seen with the Enzo Fernandez situation. Multiple reports saying there is a split, but again, let's see how... There may be a split, there may be a problem. Let's see how Chelsea handle it before we judge it. So we can have an opinion on whether it's going to go good, bad, or indifferent. But let's just wait and see. But look, excellent business if Conor Gallagher is leaving as well. But Chelsea fans, give us your thoughts, give us your feelings on what you think about all of this. And as I mentioned, StocksFC, 3 IPOs out this week. Only 7 Vicario stocks have sold so far. So all you Spurs fans tuning in that back him as the best goalie in the league, put your money where your mouth is. John Stone, look at that, 77 cents a share. Thursday it goes live for John Stones. Quick current look at my portfolio. As you can see here, I have invested, look, quite heavily in Nkunku. 240 stocks I bought in him. He's the heaviest one I bought so far. I was going to get more in Trent, but he might be leaving the Prem. So other leagues don't count towards the reward scores. Only the Premier League, Champions League, Europa League, etc. Konate is doing well. I think Wharton and Branthwaite, they've lost me a bit on investment, but I think they'll jump up next season as they start to play. Mateta, I'm quite intrigued about. Trossard, I put a bit of funds in. Foden, Paqueta, I threw quite a bit of money out as well. Now he's going to play next season. But Onana, see Onana down there. Although it's a loss for me right now, this guy returns money. He's still, if you click on Onana, he's still available, okay, right now for about $1.50. I got him for 98 cents a few days ago, but his price is starting to rise. This man pays out over $1 per share, and I picked him up at under $1 per share. So I'm very confident in a Villa team. Onana is going to start to make me huge rewards next season. But as I always state, start off small, build your strategy, but get signed up to StocksFC. It's a brilliant football game. It really, really is. Now, moving on to Manchester United. Fabrizio Romano states that Ugarte is waiting to join Man United as his priority after reaching personal terms with the club almost 2 weeks ago. PSG could be open to a loan with an obligation to buy deal with for the Uruguayan. And look, I want another deal over the line now. Not that I'm an impatient, petulant, insubordinate child who has no patience, but we are getting closer to Man United season beginning. We've got the Community Shield in around 11 days' time, 12 days' time. We've got a couple of pre-season games before that. Bringing in, we don't know about the injury extent of Rasmus and Yoro as of yet. I'd love Ugarte in, and then some exits as well. The reason I think the option with the loan to buy is coming up is I think PSG also want to move Ugarte on. They've got their eyes on other players, and they will need to remove those wages from their ledger for this season. So they're probably suggesting, look, that might then suit Man United. You say, well, actually, even if we can't get rid of all the midfielders that we want to get rid of, because it's a loan, it gives us the capacity to do this deal on a financial level. So it feels like that deal's getting closer for Manchester United, and I certainly hope that it does. But I think some exits from Man United will come soon. And then I think the likes of Ugarte, De Ligt, Mazwari, those three feel like they will definitely happen at this stage. And you add that to Lenny Yoro and to Joshua Zirkzee. Solid business by Manchester United. Zirkzee, by the way, who is now started his pre-season training, which is nice. So he should be ready for the beginning of the Premier League campaign. But as ever, look, I want your thoughts. I want your feelings. I want your opinions. Sign up to StocksFC. Until next time, take care, goodbye, God bless, and we'll see you soon. Peace!